Bring it. Mr. English, White Tiger. Here, if I've been under investigation for terrorism. Okay, gentlemen.
Paul Causey, Police Constable, Counter-Terrorism Police in North West. Just before my colleague introduces himself, it's just to let you know you're not under investigation for terrorism.
Okay.
I've explained it's a safeguarding visit and it's to check to see if you're moving towards violent extremism.
Okay.
My name's Liam Twig. I work for Manchester City Council but also operate over Salford as a channel coordinator.
Right, Salford and is it?
And Manchester City. I'm actually employed by Manchester
Manchester
City Council,
City, yeah.
but on a GM-wide team.
Great Manchester Police.
Okay, so you are a police officer. Yeah. Right, okay.
So, firstly, you've told us about this issue with Salford City Council and the fire.
Yeah, I've had a fight at the council. I've shown them the video, and we know that the council have been against me because of that.
That, I understand where you're coming from with it, and I do wish you the very best with it.
It's been a big case. It's took it out of me, yeah.
This us coming here and speaking today has nothing to do with that. It's not come from that and is separate to that.
Right.
And to completely level with you, I'm a police constable.
Right.
And my colleague here, he's very, very, very low down the food chain, okay? We are practitioners. We're right at the very bottom. We're not in management. We're not strategic or anything.
But you're there.
We're part of the organisations.
Yeah.
So the reason that we've come out to speak to you today is based on concerns that have been raised by professionals to state that you have anti-Palestinian sentiment, and there were concerns that you might embrace a violent ideology towards attacking Palestinians because
I don't know about that, yeah.
The Palestinian-Israeli conflict that's going on.
Not a chance of that can happen. So you always told me
Now,
back and tell me that Daz Wynn said you're full of it. That's me, Dad and Wynn, check me out.
Yeah.
And as you've said, as we've been discussing this today, things that I've just picked up on, you've mentioned that you're an activist.
That's
There's
right.
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
My grandmother was a Jew, you know what I'm saying? That's me there,
I
yeah.
can see looking round that you're very, very proud of your heritage.
Yeah.
You Star of David tattoo.
Dream from God, got the newspapers.
Yeah.
Also been a professional boxer, Mr. English.
What really, really pleases me as well is that you've mentioned your friend stood here next to you that you stood shoulder to shoulder with is a Muslim.
Yeah, converted Muslim.
And so there's
Salah.
no, one of the things I look at is religious.
Right, so
there's nothing around that at all.
No. Listen, at the end of the day, we are what we are, and that's it.
Yeah.
If his life is in danger, I'll jump in front of him.
Because, yeah, I've got nothing against him. I've got Muslim friends, I've got Hindu friends, I've got black friends, I've got Christian friends, I've got everybody. But in the day, I am proud for Israel. And Israel's not just for all Jewish people. Everybody can support it. It's a right to return that we believe that Israel exists.
Okay. So the important questions I'd ask, I think you've already answered this for me, but I need to ask you explicitly.
Okay.
For that activism and for Israel and Zionism, would you harm another person?
Well, this is why we're protesting against what happened with the Marina. We're against all that.
Okay, brilliant.
You know,
that's fantastic.
if I was a soldier, then I'd understand you're at war, right? But I'm not a soldier. I'm a civilian. You know, all I am is a man who's a professional boxer, been a prize fighter, been a studying rabbi. You know, been a debt collector, been security. Anything else, you know.
Would you ever hurt anybody in custody?
Yeah.
Because they do get whacked about.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Don't fit in the papers.
Yeah.
He's not a finger arm that either. We don't believe in it.
And you know, as an organisation, I can't say the police haven't been guilty of it.
And you have,
I was being trained yesterday. And
okay. All right. Well done. Mazel tov.
I was on training yesterday, my yearly officer safety training. They showed us a video in Australia of the police with a man in custody, and they were battening him for no good reason at all. And the culture in the UK police is that we don't want that.
Well, yeah.
We hand on heart want to move away from any culture of violence at all.
What did your force think about that force in Australia whacking that poor man
Absolutely
about?
terrible. We were all having to pick our jaws up off the floor.
Oh.
So, now that we've sorted that out, the only other thing then is, as I mentioned, we're from a safeguarding team, and part of the work we do is to see if there's any safeguarding support that can be put in for you for anyone, anywhere. And the one thing I've picked up on when you've been speaking to me is you fleetingly mentioned that you'd not been well. And when you said you'd not been well, you pointed to your head a couple of times. So I'm just wondering, have you had any mental health issues at all?
No, but I've been you know, seen by a doctor, said there's nothing up with me. They just told me to get back with the boxing and get back with the work and the studying what I've been doing.
So it's more getting out.
Yeah, that's all. It's
the
the law. Well, it is. It's the lawsuit. I'm in debt with 25 grand.
Yeah. So this is
because
the
issue. Yeah, you see the paper. Yeah,
and any sort of
25 grand.
Any sort of depression or anything will probably be being caused by that.
Well, I haven't got no mental health. No, I've got no mental health.
What I'm saying is.
No. I've got no mental health. Okay. I've got no mental health whatsoever. I'm in a lawsuit right now. I am an activist, but I am in a lawsuit right now with Salford Council. And people died in Grenfell. That is my issue. You know what I'm saying?
Does it cause you a little bit? Is this causing you stress?
Well, look, at the day, I've been.
Stress.
Yeah,
stress, right? Fair enough. Say no more then.
But then stress can lead to feeling.
Stress is down.
No. As a big man, as a professional man out who needs to conduct myself in a professional manner, I'm not that stupid to be gullible to be going to things. I deal with the case in a professional way, just like I've done in the boxing world. You know, who's surrounded by a lot of man, just like I've been surrounded with a lot of things what goes on. At the end of the day, I don't need to be worrying myself about this and that. I've just come back from the Philippines a couple of months ago. I've got a woman out there. I don't need to be wasting myself getting in trouble. Okay. I've got a fiancé out there. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
We're only here to come and make sure that
yeah.
We're only here to make sure that you're all right.
I'm all right in a very big way.
People like myself.
Well, that's good. Having people like you is a positive as well, that you've got a social.
No, we don't think like that, mate. Positive and all that. We don't need to go down that road. Let's have it right, mate.
No, it's a good thing for
we've always been positive from day one since we was born.
We're conducting ourselves in the right way. I
used to box years ago with Khan and everything, so it doesn't, you know.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we've got to go and see Amir Khan. Our trainer died, who made him 17 fights unbeaten. He's going to be at the funeral. We're all there. That's coming soon in next week, because Oliver died of cancer. Wow. Martin Murray, who was paying up to $5 grand a week, he cut my eye here. Paul Massey told me in the back of his Bentley. You know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just dealing with this right now. Okay. But at the end of the day, you know, it still doesn't mean that I can't get about. No. You know.
The problem I've got, Michael, is that the only thing we can't offer any assistance with is that lawsuit.
Because I don't want to take responsibility for that.
We can deal with.
Right.
However, is there any other support from any agency you can think of that you might need?
I don't need no
with the housing.
Listen, they're all one. I had to take that case on myself. Only people stood by me, and that was the rabbis, right? And we got that into court. Okay. So I'll give thanks to that, because all the agencies went against that, because you're suing the hand that feeds them. Okay. And what is the saying, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. But I had to take that case on, because someone could have died there, and that weren't the risk I was willing to take.